Priority Tailwind and Wide Guard are very valuable tools in Regulation G with the power level of the restricted Pokemon. In 2017, World Champion Ryota created a team that features Murkrow and Avalugg that he showcased on a stream, and we're going to be trying out and seeing how well it can perform. This is an insane Miraidon team with even more crazier partners. We have the Scope Lens Miraidon with Overheat and Draco Meteor, very powerful damaging moves. However, they do have the recoil of lowering your special attack stats, so you normally want to switch out. However, with the Scope Lens and the Dragon Cheer tech, this time on the Dragapult, you are going to be able to bypass those stat drops and have a guaranteed critical hit ratio with the combination of Dragon Cheer if you're a Dragon type alongside the Scope Lens. So with that combination, very powerful attacks with the Terrifier Overheat, the super strong Draco Meteor already, and then Parabolic Charge, which is an interesting move, which is a spread move. It's very weak, base 65 power, and it is spread that hits all targets on the field, and you are able to heal back HP with that move. So it's a very interesting tech here with that support Dragapult having Breaking Swipe to lower attack stats, as well as Pounce to help with some speed control for the Miraidon. Sucker Punch is a priority move to always help out against Shadow Rider Calyrex. Alongside the supports are interesting. We have Prankster Murkrow with Terra Ground. This is to pair up with the Parabolic Charge because the idea is to lead Dragapult Miraidon. Go for that Dragon Cheer into Miraidon and then send in the Murkrow. You could go for that Terra Ground and Parabolic Charge through the team. And this is to help with speed control from Miraidon, set up that Tailwind. Also helps out against Calyrex, Shadow Rider because of you have Foul Play and Sucker Punch, especially if they aren't running a defensive Terra. And then Quash, which can help out both in Tailwind and Trick Room because it always makes the target move last. And that is very helpful against Trick Room stuff for Miraidon to potentially just knock out maybe a Calyrex Ice Rider with an Overheat in that electric terrain because of the boost. The following partners as well are also crazy. We have Quark Drive Iron Treads to help out with the fairy types, and it does help out with its speed booster. So it is able to outspeed a lot of things, especially a non-speed booster Flutter Mane. It shot quite a bit with that high horsepower Iron Head combination, and Roxanne for even more speed control for the Miraidon. Finally, the crazy Pokemon, the Avalugg here, which has the Sturdy, so it's always able to live one hit, which is very nice. Electric Seed, that's able to take advantage, increases physical defense, so Body Press does more damage in that electric terrain. And then some moves that might catch off guard. You have Iron Defense, Body Press, a classic set. Avalugg has a really high physical defense. The Gyro Ball, which can help out against Flutter Mane, especially because always a nice thing when you have Dragon types. So you want to be able to pick up that knockout to Flutter Mane. That Gyro Ball might catch them off by surprise, as well as Terra Fairies that can avoid the Draco Meteor. And then the Wide Guard, a very valuable move with how many spread moves in the game, like Astral Barrage, Glacial Lance, Water Spout, moves that you really want to avoid. And Avalugg can catch those opponents that especially don't know what it does by surprise. If you would like to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be linked in the description down below. Zamazenta, Incineroar, Flutter Mane, or Shifu, Raging Bolt, Rillaboom. Okay, so basically a pretty standard core with Zamazenta, which I break through with critical hitting and overheating, so I'm perfectly acceptable there. I just gotta watch out for Water or Shifu because if I Terra with Miraidon to help out against a Flutter Mane, it can get a little bit ugly. Trying to figure out what I would want here lead wise. Also, is Avalugg ever worth it? Like, the defense is actually not too bad, but then again, Iron Treads is just really good offensively. Murkrow doesn't do anything though, other than like I guess helping against a Flutter Mane. Ogerpon can be really good here. The thing is, like, I feel like the last three are just really awkward. I mean, really awkward. I don't even really like the Iron Treads too much in this matchup. I think I'm gonna go with Dragapult, Miraidon, because the setup factor is huge. Ogerpon for redirection, and then I think I'm gonna go Avalugg, because I can actually see situations where Avalugg can come into play that can actually do a lot of damage in an end game scenario specifically. Wide Guard's not really too helpful in this matchup, but it could be, I guess, against a Flutter Mane. But also, like, Avalugg can maybe, like, the thing is, Iron Treads is going to make them play defensive with the Flutter Mane, while Avalugg, they might not know. They might go on the offensive and then be punished for it with a Gyro Ball. Incineroar Rillaboom's completely fine lead-wise here. I won't get the electric terrain, but I don't even think I need my electric terrain for knockouts, really. Unless it's Assault Vest on the Incineroar, because I'm pretty sure Overheat KOs the Rillaboom anyway. Okay. This could be Grassy Glide knockoff, double it. But yeah, my safest play is just a Dragon Cheer here and go for a Protect because I don't want Fake Out knockoff going out into my Miraidon turn 1. Because I think that would be the scariest thing is them going for Fake Out knockoff. And yeah, the crit machine is in. The crit machine is going to do something. We're going to go for Protect round 1. I could have swapped into Ogerpon, but I didn't think it was worth it. Dragon Cheer going to come in. Because I really don't need electric terrain in this. There's no Amoonguss. U-turn going to come out into Miraidon. All right. And Incineroar going to click knockoff into Dragapult. That's okay here. So this is Grassy Glide into Dragapult the following turn. I mean, Ogerpon just gets a free switch. I might as well keep... I always keep Dragapult around because it can definitely have some usage. So I'm going to just go for a Draco Meteor into the Incineroar. Actually, it's surprising because if I did just go for the Draco Meteor into Incineroar turn 1, they would have been hecka screwed here. So... I'm pretty sure Draco Meteor with a crit will KO the Incineroar. It's off a really high special attack on my Miraidon, even if we don't have the boost from the electric terrain and the ability. Bring out Ogerpon. All right, no Grassy Glide, so they're probably just U-turning. Incineroar takes a lot of damage. All right. Citrus Berry activates. Are they knocking off my item? Ooh, high horsepower is going to do a lot. That actually, wait, high horsepower and U-turn? I wasn't expecting high horsepower because they had U-turn and I'm like, okay, Woodhammer, Grassy Glide, Fake Out. But yeah, they have both, which means they dropped one of the grass moves or they dropped Fake Out, which both are pretty surprising to drop, but it works out for me. Okay. See who they're bringing out next. Zamazenta. Which is fine. I'm just clicking follow me and Overheat. It's probably Rillaboom swap to Instant and maybe like I don't know if they have Protect on the Zamazenta. So if they don't have Protect on the Zamazenta, I get a free Overheat into that slot. If they are Terra Water, then it's fine because we can follow with a Draco Meteor the following turn. And the Overheat chip will put it into range. A crit Overheat will put it into range of crit Draco if they do Terra here. So I'm okay with this. If Incineroar comes in, that's fine for the Zamazenta. But it is a Rillaboom swapping, which makes the most sense to me. Incineroar does come in. Let's see if the Zamazenta has Protect or is it forced to Terra this turn. All right. They do Terra this turn. Okay. So not too far from my expectations here. Perfect. Water? Ghost. Okay, so I'm doing a ton of damage with the Overheat. That's perfectly acceptable too. I'm glad I take the damage into Zamazenta. So follow me with the Ogerpon. Big Overheat into that. It was a weird camera animation. Yeah, Draco Meteor should easily pick up the knockout. Crunch. I guess they need Calyx Shadow Rider answers. You need more Calyx Shadow. You can never have it. You can never not have enough Calyx Shadow Rider answers. I wonder what the last one is. We don't know. Could be Flutter. Probably is Flutter. But I just double Spiky Shield here. Or Spiky Shield Protect. If it's Crunch, it should be Iron Defense, Body Press, Crunch. I feel like you should have the Steel move. And since they committed to Terra, I think it's more likely. So I think I just follow me Draco Meteor the next turn. I guess they could go Flutter Mane and Parting, but that's okay as well. Because if it's not Urshifu, I could Terra Fire pretty comfortably. They Fake Out the Miraidon. This is Iron Defense? Or did they just go for Body Press? Okay, go for a raw Body Press into... Ooh, Ogerpon. So they take more chip damage, which is nice. All right, beautiful. This is a free follow me plus Draco Meteor. There's really not anything that's super punishing here about this turn. I could also go for superpower, but I actually don't know if superpower and -1 KOs. I'd probably rather not risk it here. We go for the Draco Meteor into the Zamazenta because I always want to have the scope lens on the Zamazenta if I possibly can. No switches, no protects. A follow me from Ogerpon. Very beautiful. We landed Draco Meteor. Very beautiful. Goodbye, Zamazenta. All right. Zamazenta is gone. And now Incineroar, Rillaboom, and one other Pokemon remain on my opponent's side. What are you clicking? I mean, sure. The thing is, if you're playing passive against the Follow Me Mon, you're not taking damage. I mean, you're taking a lot of damage from the Miraidon, and I'm not taking any damage. The Ogerpon's not in range of anything super threatening here. This should be what? Urshifu coming in? If they... Oh, Fluttermane does reveal itself. Okay, so I always go for the Terrifier with Miraidon because Terrifier is just super safe. There's not really any punish. Gonna be the booster energy, speed booster, completely fine. Trying to think if there's anything that I really want to bring out here. I kind of want to set... I think I sacked my Dragapult to get a free switch. I don't know if I want to get a free switch to Ogerpon or if I want to get a free switch into my... Ooh, actually, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. I'm going to go out into my Dragapult, just sack it off here, and I'm going to protect my Miraidon. I think the only way this gets... I don't think there's anything threatening because they already used their Terra, so I'm not scared of the Terra option. I think it only gets scary if I miss upcoming Draco Meteor I'm going to plan off because I'm going to sack my Dragapult here because Ogerpon's taken so many Intimidates. Like it's a -3 attack from the 2 Intimidates plus Parting Shot. They go for Dazzling Gleam, perfectly acceptable. And now I just get to go out into Avalugg here. Because if I went my... I mean, I could go Ogerpon too. Like, I can. I don't know if Ogerpon knocks out the Fluttermane, though. That's my concern. I feel like I don't knock out Flutter... Since this is a speed boost, I might have some defenses. And I do want to Terra the Miraidon, so I can't Terra the Ogerpon. So I go out into my Avalugg to threaten the Gyro Ball. And then I just Draco Meteor the Incineroar slot. I'm going to Gyro Ball the Fluttermane, and I'm just going to go for the Terrifier to resist any Fluttermane attack and just Draco Meteor the Incineroar slot. Pick up the knockout. We're going to see the Incineroar retreat. This is Rillaboom coming in. All right. Which doesn't really change too much here. Because the thing is, Rillaboom's still in a bad position as well. But this might be protect on Fluttermane, so I might not be getting knockout with the Gyro Ball, but then again, like this position is just a safe switch. Next turn I would just safely switch into Ogerpon and protect Miraidon. There's really not much they can punish there. Oh, they went for Mystical Fire. Okay, perfect. That's actually perfect because as long as I get the KO on Fluttermane, I don't have to worry about anything outspeeding the Miraidon. Draco Meteor going to be fired off into the Rillaboom. Very, very good damage. And Gyro Ball will finish off the Fluttermane. Yep, perfect. Okay. And then up comes Incineroar, and then we're in a good spot. Like the only way I felt like this was super threatening was like, all right, if I needed to, I thought Avalugg could be the Gyro Ball into Fluttermane answer, but also like I could have seen myself in a position if I had gotten really unlucky with the Miraidon. I could have seen myself if I had my Dragapult still around. Dragon Cheer Body Press would have actually been able to eat a lot of their team, except it was Terraghost on the on the Zamazenta, so that I guess that puts a wrench on things. But yeah, I just go for I guess a Rillaboom swap and a protect. It doesn't really change too much here. I don't think they can break through Miraidon. They have to get they would have to get like every single... No, they can. I would have to miss every single attack. So it's possible. They need to crit the Ogerpon on switch. So actually, maybe I should just sack Avalugg. I think I should have sacked Avalugg. That's okay. Let's see what they decide to commit to. They did fake out. I'm actually surprised they faked out. They went for a knockoff. Okay, perfect. So I should have this game because I go for an Ivy Cudgel. And I think I'll Parabolic Charge. I could also Superpower if I want to. There's so many ways for me to win at this point. I'm just going to Ivy Cudgel to Rillaboom. And you know what? We can fire off a Draco Meteor because I have Superpower on the Ogerpon, so I can just like clean up the Incineroar whenever I want. I also still have an Avalugg in the back with Body Press. So I don't really see a problem with this win. Yeah. And that's what's nice about breaking through these balanced teams that rely heavy on like a defensive setup. I don't care if you're pivoting because you're taking too much damage from getting crit. I don't care about your punish shots. I don't care about your intimidates. I do care about your fake outs a bit though. The knockoff is the only one, but they didn't go for a knockoff into my Miraidon, so I was guaranteed to crit. Otherwise, it was like 50% chance to crit, but it's still like pretty decent odds in my favor. Tornadus or Shifu, Fluttermane, Chiyu, Terrapagos, and Amoonguss. What the heck, man? This is a scary team. This is a very, very scary team. Terrifying Miraidon's good. Oh wait, isn't this the Tailwind stuff? Oh yeah, this is the Tailwind stuff, isn't it? With choice specs on the Terrapagos. Oh. This changes a lot here, actually. Alright. So I have a few options. It really depends on what I expect him to lead. Iron Treads is not bad here. I feel like the interesting part is Pult. I don't think I'm gonna get a situation with Dragon Cheer in time. I would probably like something like Murkrow Miraidon, which I think is not bad into their team. I like Iron Treads a lot, and I think just having the wide guard is actually like really important. So you know what? Let's bring out the Avalugg in the back. I feel like the scariest Pokemon for me would probably be the Fluttermane Chiyu combination. Just the Fluttermane is threatening here because I don't want to Terra, because if I Terra, one, I'm vulnerable to the Terrapagos, and then B, I'm vulnerable to the Urshifu. If it's water Urshifu. If it's dark Urshifu changes things, but I think it's probably water. We're see Tornadus and Terrapagos. Okay. So I lead Miraidon plus Murkrow. I don't think this is that bad. Does Torn Run protect on these teams? I feel like they just always like Tailwind usually. So I'm gonna Tailwind myself, and I guess I just fire off a Draco Meteor. This Draco Meteor, there's not really a hard punish to Draco unless they go Fluttermane, but I kind of doubt they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna bring in Fluttermane this turn. They're probably just clicking Tailwind. We're gonna see a Terra from Terrapagos probably, and it's just gonna go for this Starstorm. But I do have Wide Guard on my Avalugg, so I'm not really too concerned about this mon. Because if they lock into it, because they're usually choice specs on this team, then I just spam Wide Guard. They get rid of my terrain though. That actually does change a little bit of how I want to play this, but it's okay. Tailwind with the Murkrow. Draco Meteor connects on the Torn. Not bad damage. Starstorm comes out. How much damage are you doing? That actually did a lot less than I was expecting. It did a lot less than I was expecting. I'm okay with this spot. I actually want to double out in Iron Treads because I want to reset my... Yeah, I want to reset here. I think I'm just going to go for a... Outplay into the Torn? No, I would want to click Sucker Punch, right? I do want to click Sucker, I think. And just go out to Treads. Because if they're switching, it's probably Fluttermane, and if they stay in, it's probably attacking here. I would love to get rid of the Torn before sending in Avalugg because of the nice Sucker. Beautiful. I could have broken the multi-scale, I guess, on the Terrapagos, but I still think this is worth it. Yeah, they're just gonna spam the Terra Starstorm. Perfect. shouldn't do that much to... Okay. I was not expecting that much damage into my... I was not expecting that much damage to my Iron Tread, sure. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Fluttermane comes in. Ah, this is gonna be a little bit awkward because it's speed booster. Actually gets a bit awkward. I'm gonna click wide guard here for sure. I either click wide guard or I go into Miraidon and I go for Iron Head, sacking the... Actually, you know what? No, because the Fluttermane's still gonna be faster, probably. Unless it's really slow Fluttermane. I'm gonna wide guard and just Iron Head the Fluttermane. Yeah. They're currently locked in, so I imagine that this is just gonna be attack the Iron Treads and just Starstorm again. Okay, perfect. Starstorm into the wide guard. Okay, now I have to kind of make a read here, I think. I don't really want to commit any Terras, though. I kind of just want to go for a Gyro Ball into the Fluttermane and just protect my Miraidon. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think this can work. Yeah, I think this can work fine. They actually stay in with the Terrapagos. I thought they were going to switch out, maybe in like Chiyu. They Moonblasted though. Okay, they Moonblasted. I have Sturdy, which is good. Okay, Terra Starstorm. Okay, that's gonna bring me my Sturdy. Oh, that doesn't even bring me my Sturdy, actually. Gyro Ball gonna come out, knock out the Fluttermane. What's the last Pokemon? It's gonna be a huge deal. And I mean a huge deal. Is it the Chiyu? Helen Peter's out for both sides. If it's Urshifu, I get to click Parabolic Charge. I'm a little bit worried. Yeah, it's Chiyu. Okay. And they take more damage with Terrapagos. So I always click Wide Guard. And I'm just going to click Parabolic Charge. Because I need the recovery. I get a big amount of damage into both. I think this is kind of acceptable. Because in order for them to knock out the Avalugg, they have to overheat the Avalugg, which means they are severely reducing the damage they do with Chiyu. Really good damage, actually, that I did with the Parabolic Charge, too. I'll definitely take that. Okay. Really, really nice damage, actually. Overheat, okay. And Wide Guard's still in effect this turn. How many Starstorms have they went for? I don't think this is going to get to a PowerPoint stall situation. I guess the question is, does it cheat? Oh, wait, this is Beads of Ruin. This is Beads of Ruin. I could Draco Meteor the Terrapagos. It might pick up the knockout. This is 65 base power, but it's spread. I feel like Draco Meteor does more, even with the electric terrain boost. I would kind of want to see what the Chiyu attack is first, though. So I'm going to protect. I'm going to stall out my own electric terrain for a turn, but I think it's okay. I click Snarl. All right. I think I Draco Meteor. Gonna be a -3 though. But then again, the Chiyu is at -2. So I should be able to win the 1v1. Yeah, I'm just gonna Draco. Let's see. Chiyu protects too, which is fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic. Actually, I'm kind of surprised they protected because I don't think the Star Storm, even with the Beats of Ruin, would have been enough. Yeah, I do KO the Terrapagos. Okay, awesome. Ooh. I wasn't sure for a bit, but thankfully their Beats of Ruin activating worse for them. Nice, nice, nice. And now we can win the game. I'm just gonna Parabolic Charge here. Yeah, I'm gonna Parabolic Charge first. Might as well have the Electric Terrain. I think it would have came down to crits, but the thing is, their crit doesn't even KO me. So I didn't want to risk the Draco Meteor that turn because I don't think I actually... Oh, if Electric Terrain, I would maybe KO. I think it's hard to say there. Maybe I would have KO'd. Maybe I should just went for the Draco Meteor. I wanted to see how much Parabolic Charge did. And I think barring like 2 crits, I would have been okay. But... oh man, the fact that they had to use their most powerful move with the Chiyu overheat into the Avalugg so they could start going for the attacks. But that wide guard coming in super clutch. Kyogre, Incineroar, Urshifu, Landorus, Tornadus, and Amoonguss. Does not look like an easy game, I'll tell you that much for sure. I can match Tailwind at least. So I do like setting up Tailwind. Miraidon's probably good here. I do want to bring Dragapult because I do want Dragon Cheer support. And I guess I'm bringing Avalugg for the wide guard support. I think the question is, what is your Shifu? Is it Dark Urshifu? Is it Water Urshifu? Does it have Scarf? It means Terra is pretty scary on my Miraidon, but then again, I really don't think I would Terra the Miraidon in this game because it is against the Kyogre team and we are Terra Fire. So game plan wise, let's just try to set a Miraidon for the most amount of damage. In order to do that, we do need quite a bit into the Landorus first. That's going to be a pretty crucial one. What's also nice, at least about this game, is Torn against Murkrow. You can't go for Taunt into Murkrow. So if you're leading something like Landorus plus Tornadus, there is no downside for me clicking Protect turn 1 while playing to get chip onto the Landorus. And then, I mean, Draco Meteor would probably KO the Landorus at the next turn, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. It could matter though if it's like Terra Steel on the Landorus. I guess that would make some sense here. And what's also great about this matchup is there's no Rillaboom, so I don't have to worry about any terrain changes. So Miraidon's just going to have access to its full power as long as I do have the 5 turns of electric terrain set up. Let's see what they decide to lead here. I imagine it's probably just going to be Torn plus a lead here. Maybe they lead something like Kyogre plus either Incin or Amoonguss. We are actually going to see Kyogre plus the Incineroar, which is okay here. All right. I do lead Murkrow plus Miraidon. I do not mind the situation. Okay, ability activates first, so I don't have to worry about this being Scarf Kyogre. Drizzle going to activate. This is probably just fake out Water Spout. I imagine this targets a Miraidon. If this targets a Murkrow, that's fine too. My best play is just to always go out in a Dragapult because we always take 1 water move here and just protect the Miraidon, because then we can get a Dragon Cheer situation up. And then the Parabolic Charge in electric terrain with the special attack boost seems very solid right here. I don't know if they will fake out the Miraidon. I think Kyogre might want to protect just because this could also be the fear of them me going for a Terra Ghost if I did have it. Having a hard Amoonguss protect Kyogre would probably be like one of the safer options that they have here. But we are just going to see a fake out. It does target down the Miraidon, and let's see, Kyogre just going to go for a Water Spout, I'd assume. Yep, Water Spout. That's perfectly acceptable here. All right. Luckily, Parabolic Charge is going to get around any Rage Powder. So yeah, we're actually going to take our own Dragapult knockout. So we are going to go for a Dragon Cheer into Miraidon, and we're just going to go for Parabolic Charge. Yep. Higher protects, which is fine. Like, I like the idea of getting a free switch into the... I could have went for Draco Meteor into Incineroar. Felt that was a little bit greedy. I want to have them feared with the Parabolic Charge, and they might try to go Torn the following turn on this parting shot, so I can go for a switch to... I just get a free switch into Murkrow to get the Tailwind up. That did no damage to the Incineroar. That is Assault Vest? It has to be Assault Vest. There's no way that it... There's no way. It did too little damage. U-turn, yeah, it's Assault Vest. Okay. Good to know. Good to note. That's going to be really crucial for upcoming turns. All right. So is this Landers coming in? Amoonguss is fine because we do have Parabolic Charge. Although, granted, we don't have Protect with our Murkrow. So that would make it a little bit harder to utilize. But we'll see what they decide to bring out. Gonna be Torn. Yep. All right. I'm going to Murkrow. We have Terra Ground, and the Terra Ground is actually going to be useful in this situation because we are going to go for Terra Ground Parabolic Charge, I think. Yeah, we just go for Terra Ground Parabolic Charge. Or I could Draco Meteor. Actually, I kind of like the idea of Draco Meteoring first. I'm going to go for Tailwind, and I'm going to go for Draco Meteor. Because they could switch out an Landers for the Kyogre, which I don't want. They could also go back to Instant, I suppose. Like, I could see this being Protect Torn and just hard swapping here. So I think my best play is just to always go for the Draco Meteor to get as much damage as I possibly can. Only bad downside would be this is like a Terra Steel or Terra Fairy Kyogre, but we are going to see the hard swap here. Perfect. Into the Incineroar, which is fine too. I got a huge amount of damage. I don't have to reveal my Terras just yet. I think this works out pretty big in my favor. All right, no Protect from the Torn, but that's acceptable. Draco Meteor does come out into Incineroar. Should do some pretty good damage. That actually just picks up the knockout. Nice. All right. Torn went for the attack, though. Is this Icy Wind? Icy Wind's not too big of a deal. We have Quash, but it's not, like, best. Oh, Hurricane, actually. Interesting choice. Onto the Murkrow. Thankfully, no. No confusion. All right, let's see who's coming in. Like, Draco Meteor's just picking up knockouts left and right, so I don't really have to fear anything. I guess if Landers comes in, I do want to scout. Hurricane is... Oh, it's Urshifu coming out. All right. I think I always just Terra Ground, Quash Urshifu, and I go for Parabolic Charge. I guess I could Draco Meteor too? Yeah, I guess I could Draco Meteor. There's nothing wrong with Draco Meteoring. As long as this isn't Sash or Shifu, I should be fine. Alright. Actually, wait. Why did I Terra Ground if I Draco Meteor then? Oh my goodness. Because I was so locked into Parabolic Charge and then I changed my mind. So this Terra Ground makes no sense. Oh, they actually stayed in normal form. No, are you Sash? Tailwind, but didn't matter. I mean, if there's Scarf, this still is like acceptable here. Draco Meteor connects onto their Shifu. Perfect. Takes it to knockout. All right, nice, nice. I'm guessing Kyogre has to be the Terra option. I think we're in a pretty solid position to win the game now. Because I do outspeed everything with Miraidon with the Tailwind up, so I just go for a... I like the idea of just going for a Sucker Punch into Kyogre and just going for a Parabolic Charge. Yeah. The Torn hasn't revealed Protect yet, so I'm not sure like if it's going to Protect this turn. Kyogre could Protect, that's fine because the Torn's really not applying any offensive pressure at the moment. I guess the thing is the Torn, yeah, if it has Taunt, then I would want a Parabolic Charge here guaranteed, because if it's not Sash Taunt, then I could maybe get another Tailwind up if they play defensive Kyogre. We are going to finally see a Terra though. Is this Terra Grass on the Kyogre? Terra on the Kyogre. Oh, it's Terra Water, which is awful for them actually. That is the worst case that they could have had. All right. I get a free Sucker Punch. That did no damage. No damage, but Parabolic Charge, this one's gonna do some big damage here. Okay, for as little damage as it did to Incineroar, I was like, wait, is this even gonna do that much? Because Kyogre has really high special defense. It's base 140. We just picked up the knockout easily. And then goodbye Tornadus as well. Yeah, so it wasn't Focus Sash. So we do end up winning the game. Didn't even have to bring Avalugg. I brought Avalugg for endgame wide guarded. I think it would have been effective there, but didn't need it. Didn't need it. Tornadus or Shifu, Entity, Calyrex, Shadow Rider, Fluttermane, Chiyu. Oh my goodness, the most hyper offensive team out there. Okay, how do I want to approach this one? There's some scary stuff about this team. So I do have my Murkrow that can go for opposing Tailwind, which is not bad. Flaming Chiyu is still a problem. Iron Treads is good, but I don't know how good it is into this. I want Wide Guard more, or do I want... this is gonna be so tricky. I want to lead Murkrow and Iron Treads, believe it or not. I don't think... do I want to bring the Ogerpon? It only has Ivy Cudgel, so it only is really that good in a Fluttermane. Maybe the Calyrex, but that's it. I don't think it's worth it. Dragon Cheer isn't really that great. I think I need Wide Guard. This is a tough one. They have so many offensive tools that just put on so much pressure. I can't do my initial setup because I just get overwhelmed by the speeds here. I don't have a way that knocks out the Flutter. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. I'm expecting Calyrex plus Entity to lead, but maybe they lead something else. But against Tailwind stuff, I'd imagine it's like a pretty strong lead. Oh, they lead Tauren Calyrex, which is better for me, I suppose. Okay. I do want to foul play to Cali turn 1. What am I doing with you? Probably just protecting turn 1. All right, they attacked here, which is good for me, I suppose. What are you clicking? Tailwind? Did they really leave their Cali open like this? Really? To just click Astral Barrage. I mean, I'll take it for sure. Like, I will take a huge foul play the next turn, but why? Okay, it's not Specs because that did no damage. You think they expect Sucker Punch? I'm clicking Sucker Punch, man. I'm clicking Sucker Punch. I don't know if there's an Indie in the back. I want to Rock Tomb to Torn. Because I want to see if it's Cobra Cloak. Point switches out. Is this actually Entity? Do you actually have an Entity? It's Protect on Cali then if you have Entity, right? Oh, or Shifu comes in. Perfect. Okay, nice. This works out huge. Okay, I like the spot. Because I get the Rock Tomb on the Urshifu, so if it is Scarf, I feel pretty happy about this position. And yeah, I like this now. So I can go for... I have quite a few plays I could go for. I like setting up my own Tailwind. Astral Barrage KO me. That's like my only concern if Astral Barrage KOs me, but I'm going to go for Tailwind. I'm going to go for a Rock Tomb into the Cali slot. Expecting a switch into Torn or something. Yep. Because they should never let me get the knock on the Cali that way. We're going to see the Chiyu come in, which is so good for me. What? Yeah, this is so good for me. Because with that Rock Tomb from earlier, I went for the Rock Tomb and the Chiyu for more speed control. It also hit the Torn. Nice. We hit the big Rock Tomb. Huge amount of damage that probably puts you in parabolic charge range now, which is fantastic. And Surging Strike's going to come out into my... Okay, into my... What's it called? Iron Treads. But Iron Treads, you kind of did your job. You kind of did the job I needed you to do. Because now I just get a free switch to Miraidon. And Miraidon gets to click parabolic charge right here. Okay, beautiful. How is the game looking still? I mean, I feel like I probably can just straight win here. It's not over yet, though. Because I don't know if they have a defensive Terra on Urshifu. How many turns of Tailwind do they have? It's the last turn of Tailwind, which means Torn can reset it, which I'm not super pleased about. I'm going to go for a Terra Ground Foul Play, I guess, into their Shifu, and I'm going to go for a Parabolic Charge, which should knock out, I think, the Chi-Yu at this range. First, the Chi-Yu retreat, so they're either sacking Torn or they're sacking the Calyrex here. All right, they choose to sack the Cali, which is fine. Let's see if our Shifu has a defensive Terra here. Because we will Terra Ground, because I don't really need my Terra for anything else. If they Surging Strike, I guess... If they Surging Strikes the Murkrow, I guess it gets really weird, but we'll find out. They don't really have the best damage I put against Cali, because they didn't bring... Okay, they just... Sure. I think they kind of get... I guess they didn't have an out then. If it is Scarf or Shifu, like I'm thinking, then the Rock Tomb was putting on so much pressure. The fact that... Yeah, I don't think they had a defensive Terra. I think they were Terra Water. If they couldn't protect either, they just had no defensive play there. Like, everything just went down there. Like, I was guaranteed 1 knockout. At 2, like, it's over. It's over for them. Unless it's actually, like, Scarf Chi-Yu and they Dark Pulse flinch me. Yeah, that could bring them back in the game, I suppose. That would actually be really annoying, but... You know, sometimes you do have to risk that in this game. So I will go for the Tailwind to match their Tailwind. And I'm going to go for Parabolic Charge. Don't be Scarf Dark. Okay. Yeah, it's not Scarf Dark Pulse. They would have went for it. Oh, boy. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Rock Tomb on Iron Treads. Beautiful there. And just being able to set up a lot of pressure. I didn't even need my Wide Guard user in the end. But that's kind of like I thought. Always got to respect the Cali. No Flutter. It's an interesting choice too. All right, let's go over to games. In game 1, Crit Machine Miraidon was able to break through the slow passive Zamazenta team, with Avalugg being able to get rid of the Flutter Mane with Gyro Ball, which I bet they did not expect, allowing Miraidon to outspeed and sweep the remaining Pokemon. In game 2, had a decent start, getting rid of Tornadus and the Flutter Mane, which locked the Choice Specs Terrapagos into the Starstorm, where Avalugg was able to Wide Guard wall the remaining Chi-Yu and Terrapagos because the only move they had that could hit the Avalugg was the Overheat, so they had to go for the Overheat, which allowed me to buy enough turns for Miraidon to clean up the game. In game 3, step 1, Dragon Cheers, step 2, send in Murkrow to Tailwind, and then let Miraidon showcase how threatening it is to Torn Ogre teams, especially when they don't respect it by bring a Grass type or the Landorus. In game 4, Surprise Day allowed me to get so much damage into Calyrex Shadow Rider turn 1, and then I was just able to keep up the momentum pressuring with Rock Tomb Iron Treads and setting up for a Miraidon endgame. Some very fun tools that you just don't play in normal VGC. Are they the best tools? Not really. Do they have a niche that can work? Yes, and that's basically what they showcased. The Murkrow, it's good against Calyrex Shadow Rider, especially if they don't have a defensive Terra. The Avalugg with Wide Guard is pretty impressive, and Body Press actually does quite a bit of damage. The Iron Treads is pretty cool with Miraidon, still a little bit weak though, but Miraidon able to do a lot of damage with that Scope Lens, especially if you are able to keep the electric terrain. Definitely some fun text that you have here. If you would like to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be linked in the description down below. If you'd like to try out the team, the rental code is on your screen. Hopefully it's still available by the time this video comes out. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more VGC content as always.